Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
Outstanding package of athleticism and speed and fight IQ. I mean, can you imagine seeing this guy stalk wide receivers and running backs?
How is he a DB?
Dude.
He's huge.
He might be getting a bonus check tonight. All right, so here he is, the former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexander Gustafsson. There was some retirement talk a few years ago, but he seems to have his head screwed on right now. Came back with that huge knockout of Glover Teixeira not all that long ago that many argue was the best performance of his UFC career.
Yes, and I'm glad that Alexander Gustafsson is still here.
Yeah.
Because why would you leave when you still are so valuable to everything that happens in the UFC light heavyweight division? A very, very skilled striker. Underrated wrestling, has scored takedowns on some of the best wrestlers the UFC light heavyweight division's ever seen. Tall, big, great cardio, a fantastic fighter is Alexander Gustafsson.
And he's gonna hang around at least long enough to realize a third crack at that elusive UFC light heavyweight title. Alexander Gustafsson, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. While the wins list is robust for the under-the-radar, unheralded light heavyweight contender Nikita Krylov, we don't have time to list them all, but Johnny Walker, Alexander Gustafsson, Volkan Oezdemir, Ryan Spann, a lot of former world title challengers have fallen at the hands of Nikita Krylov. He has found himself on the cusp of a world title prior, has not broken that door down. But with all the confidence in the world that he can mix the martial arts tonight, if he can beat this man who has shown up in his bracket, Nikita Krylov, at long last, could be next. All right, both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nikita the Miner Krylov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, what an unbelievable venue and backdrop for this mixed martial arts event here tonight. You know, the first stadium show we ever did was at Rogers Center in Toronto. Here we are at the Scotiabank tonight.
UFC 129, 50,000 fans. But tonight, we're in Toronto, the Scotiabank Arena, which has also been home to some great UFC title fights.
Oh, he missed with that right hand. By him there. Beautiful connection early on.
The way that he was able to walk his opponent into that shot was amazing, especially this early in the fight.
Well, clearly he wanted to get this fight to the ground. So maybe this is the point at which this fight turns, momentum shifting.
Great job changing the momentum. Johnny's better than that. That's what we wanted to see. Now he's got to just keep pushing.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so much.
That's a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Oh, he's hurt for certain. Got to make an adjustment, I would think.
Yeah, this is the time for him to shoot for a ticket.
Oh, my God. What a fight!
Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Ooh, so now things going to get interesting. That strike appears to have opened up a cut.
And it'll be in.
This is some of the best action we've seen in a while, unless you like defense. Both fighters.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off.
Hey, man.
But at times, we got to put away the ad read and get back to the action.
That'll do it!
Holy smokes!
With a massive highlight tonight!
Oh, my goodness.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 4 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
This is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things through as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxing, the high level of everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Well, Jan Blachowicz has been the man. He's been the undisputed light heavyweight champion, but it really all began for him with this fan base when he knocked Luke Rockhold into oblivion. It laid the foundation for his championship success, and he's still getting it done north of 40.
John, you could see him building. Jan Blachowicz, you could see the momentum building. He always had ability. He always was a big, strong guy for the weight class. And you could see it building to the point that he became a world champion. He's a really high-level striker. He's a good wrestler, good grappler, great cardio. He has confidence now that makes him believe he's one of the best in the world. And for so long, Jan Blachowicz has competed against the best. Tonight, he gets another opportunity to do so, and he is so happy for it.
Jan Blachowicz, he has graced the octagon. It means we are ready to go with our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. All right, now for your main event introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Vitor Belfort! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz.
One of the best in the business, Mark Goddard, is our referee. All right, here we go with early round action. Jan Blachowicz certainly can strike with the best of them. Most of our fan base knows about his legendary Polish power at this point in time, but also pretty timely when it comes to his takedowns. His takedown defense is good as well. Jan Blachowicz has every skill in the book. That is why he was able to ascend to the throne, and now he gets back on the horse here tonight. Oh, left cross and with some Dijon mustard for Jan Blachowicz.
And that's the danger in the engagement there. How many times can he just explode before he starts to fatigue himself? Every time he goes, it's a massive explosion. The fighters separate.
Must have been a good warm-up in the back.
I mean, he walked right into that one, John. It's a huge test, especially when it's this early in the fight.
Well, doesn't get the finish, but he rocked his opponent early, and not a lot of pundits saw that coming.
Yeah, you know, he didn't want to stand and bang, but he's got to have some confidence after doing that. No one.
Man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. Oh, trying to hold his own here.
Oh, nice fight. Oh, this is crazy round of fight.
Back to his feet.
Oh, uppercut. Oh, body shot, John.
Oh, he is hurting for certain. just as we were talking about him in the zone, he got absolutely cracked.
I mean, beautiful shot landed there. Oh, he's hurt bad.
We might get a stoppage here. Oh, big crowd strikes now. And there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
No judges needed this time around.
Oh, my goodness, that was crazy. Very good stoppage there. No complaints from me. And you know I love to complain about stoppages.
We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 50 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, John Blachowicz.
All right, well, don't let the disposition fool you. Jan Blachowicz is a nice guy, but he turns mean quickly in that octagon. Blachowicz with another TKO tonight.
Beautiful performance by the former champion. Went out there and implemented his game plan, got to his spots, and got the finish that he wanted so badly.
He is the best mixed martial artist that the nation of Sweden has ever produced. Former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson, and he hasn't realized the UFC title yet, but I know you guys will always have UFC 192, one of the harder fights of your career.
One of the toughest nights that I've ever had in the UFC, and Alexander Gustafsson showed in that night that not only is he skilled, he's as tough as they come. From the war with Jon Jones, to the war that him and I had, to some of the biggest victories that he stood and he's won in the octagon. A very, very skilled striker with fantastic boxing, unbelievable footwork, and very, very underrated wrestling. One of the only guys that can say he's taken me down and also taken Jon Jones down in a championship fight.
He really is the total package. I know he hasn't solved that Jon Jones puzzle yet, but truly a special striker. And in terms of the movement at 205 pounds on the feet, nobody does it better than this. All right, here he is, the top flight light heavyweight contender, Azamat Murzakanov, and inactivity at times has plagued him, but when he's been on the proving ground, he has been a real threat. A lot of people think he could rise to the top of this division.
You know, John, when we look for weaknesses in people, we can't find any in him outside of the fact that he doesn't fight that often. If he more active, he might find himself in a title fight faster than he could ever imagine. This guy fights with a violence, John, that not many possess. They step inside the octagon. Great striking, great wrestling, and a championship-level mind that will allow for him to compete with the best in the world. He gets another knockout tonight, it's all systems go.
All right, both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. All right, now for the intros, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Azamat, the professional Murzakanov.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
With 10 career wins by knockout to his credit, here is the mauler Alexander Gustafsson. As talented a striker as we have in this light heavyweight division. Oh, huge elbow!
Nice leg kick.
All right, so close call moments ago, champ, as he found a home for that strike early on. Now we'll see if his opponent can work his way back into this fight.
That was a very close call. He seemed to have him out of there, but his opponent's tough, right? He knew it would take more to finish this fight.
Beautiful.
Let's see if he can either finish him or if his opponent can find a way to work himself back into this fight. Left hook.
Look at this dude trying to hold his own still. You see the vision, just the good footwork from... feels as though maybe he's hitting that flow state, and maybe the tide's going to turn.
You know, when you're fighting, you can't start to give up on yourself when things start to shift. The showman stayed the course, and now that shot may get him going back in the right direction. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Murzakanov's eye looks to have been cut open here. Yes, it has.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Nasty uppercut lands right on the button. He almost put his opponent down. He's still up right now, but he can find the finish there.
Oh, man, he's on wobbly legs. Might be time for some desperation wrestling, champ.
Yeah, he's hurt very bad. He might need a level change to try to get a takedown. Bro, he's in the zone.
Showcase for these two athletes tonight. I guess they're probably had a good corner as they have found their rhythm immediately.
I mean, both of them back and forth.
Huge ground and pound strikes finding the home. Oh, that is elite stuff there. What a transition to attain top position. Beautiful work by Murzakanovs. Oh, so there's the horn at the end of the round. He got knocked down near the end of it. Saved by the bell. He will live to fight on. The question is for how long. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again.
Ready to fight?
He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
All right, second round underway. Oh, right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch. Body shot. That left hook was nasty.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now some spacing.
Goodness.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 25 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
All right, well, they will be talking about this result deep into next week. A huge knockout for one of the better kickboxers in this division, and really to get it done against one of the more well-rounded fighters in this weight class is going to give him a lot of confidence, I would think, moving forward.
You know, matchups matter, John. And
All right, so here he is, one of the better boxers in this division. Certainly has a well-rounded MMA skill set, but it's hard to lead the walk with anything other than the hands, which might be the best in this division.
especially when you look at some of the highlights, right? You look at him landing that jab, and it's almost picture perfect. The jab lifts the head, the right hand follows, and guys are going to sleep.
Yeah.
I would love to be considered a boxer if I had the skills that this young man possesses. Be happy, because you've spent a lifetime developing it, and now it puts you on the cusp of UFC superstar.
He looks as comfortable throwing a jab as I do, like folding a slice of pizza in half, you know? Well, a lot of fans have come out to see this man throw hands here tonight. You can argue he has some of the best boxing in this division, but fighters are a sensitive lot. It's like every time we put over his hands, he feels like we're saying out of the other side of our mouth that he's not well-rounded. That's not the case.
No, we're not calling him limited at all. We're not saying this guy can't do everything, but what pops off the page is his hand speed, his power in his hands, his ability to set up his hands through his feints and his movements. He can do so many good things in the boxing realm that you lock in on that thing. But make no mistake about it, this guy is very well-rounded, but ultimately it will be his boxing that will allow for him to be successful.
And defensively, certainly he's not going to be confused with Pernell Whitaker, but he moves his head very well, manages distance exceedingly well, and stylistically, all time. Rest in peace. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for your main event introduction, is the one, the only Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Quinton Rampage Jackson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Mark Goddard, our referee for this one, as good as any man or woman in the business. All right, so here is the perennial light heavyweight contender, Anthony Lionheart Smith. Still evolving at Factory X there in Colorado, still getting better. Barely settled in. A huge shot lands early round one.
I mean, early in the fight, he already had, oh my goodness, now, this could be a good night.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. All right, tense moments early, and a potential fight ender there.
Yes.
Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish.
As far as that now, it doesn't matter. These boys are going at it.
Oh!
Oh, uppercut.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Man, that was crazy. He was rocking and rolling, and then he got rocked.
He was fighting so well, and he took that big shot that rocked him. I wonder if he's going to be able to...
That indeed will do it!
Holy smokes!
Ladies and gentlemen!
Holy smokes! Man.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.